We find rivalries across the fruited plain from coast to coast, but in the South, where they say the game just means more, there's only one game considered the Deep South's oldest rivalry. From black jersey debuts to prayers of Jordan Hare, this matchup has had it all. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Georgia's offense will get first crack at it here. The last time these two got together, the fans were feeling that War Eagle cry as Auburn won a close one.
And more importantly, Reese, the bragging rights that came with it. It was close, but they don't care. A win is a win, especially when Georgia's owned the series of late.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Motion from the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Georgia sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using it. in the bag from the running back position, David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
He makes a grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They will score! Touchdown, Tigers! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking for space. It's Stokes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Agnew. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ambrose. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Bulldogs are on the move. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Agnew. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Here comes the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. He gets a hand on it.
Yeah, you saw how they just overloaded the left-hand side that time. They were able to overwhelm the offensive line, get in the backfield, and then get their paws up to block that kick.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the lone running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's it's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Bean. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
Throws into double coverage and it's picked off.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He'll try to take it back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Ingram. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. 3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. Back to pass, it's Bean. Completes it in the middle. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off play action on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Agnew. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Vanderbilt. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Gets open down the middle. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Dogs are in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Ambrose. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking left. He's got an open man. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air. It's Bean. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get his first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for room. It's Ingram. Got enough for the first. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This will likely be the last play of the half. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, the Deep South shuts down when the Tigers and Dogs get together, and that's the case again here today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Auburn and Georgia plays out.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Bean. The screen, he can go. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Using his legs, it's Ingram. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run play action. Complete to the left. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And don't forget, they've already had a field goal block. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Firing toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Back to throw, it's Bean. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll leave it with him. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays, but, man, you're in a huge...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Bean. Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. And the offense will be grateful for the benevolence of the special teams to give them a fresh set of downs in the red zone. Looking for a crease. It's Ingram. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Parker. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Auburn. And the pummeling has started. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. The Tigers extend that lead, and in the Deep South's oldest rivalry, looks as if the Dogs are in deep trouble.
Yeah, and this is a great sign for Auburn fans who've had to hear it for a while. Georgia's dominated this series of late. Auburn dominating today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. You decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got a man in the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quick strike complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They're working that left side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. So here comes the Auburn offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post.
Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense calls a timeout, trying to get itself organized. The give to the tailback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Under fire. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Looking for room at the 40. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Agnew. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Wants to throw on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Working the big fella downfield and outside. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. They're dealing with a second and long.
On the play. Brings up second down.
Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. It is the Auburn Tigers emerging victorious in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching.